Hello everyone, let's start to study some high quality tests with me today. Have you seen such kind of attachment before? In this kind of situation, we use quite a lot. So now let's see what happened just now. Black just has played here, white plays here. I can say this was quite old beginning, but this time our focusing is not the beginning. Now when white answer, black just has played a two-space jump. And then here, and of course white can just defense here first. Then white has played here. Our focusing is this area, and then black just approached here. Normally I can say white basic answer is knight move, and then black has to think about the next move. But in this situation, then this knight move is not really good. I don't really recommend you, because now black one stone is already waiting here. So even though black just has played the knight move, I don't have to play here. The main point is if you can press here right now, because after you push, if white pincer, we don't have to be afraid for this move. And then when you just jump out to the center, actually white is attacking. Black is attacking the white. So white is supposed to just jump out to the center. Even now, two-space jump is not the best move. Now this attachment is sente. We can't even hane, because when white plays here, now white shape is much more beautiful. So what's the vital point? Now you have to play something like this, just like you are looking for this move in the next round. So now if you play the kusumi, you can get much more thing at the upper side. So now I can say this is good enough for black. Of course, you can think about the other method as well. If you want to play just like popular joseki, then even this is also okay. If white just connect, like made the tiger's mouth, then this one stone position is really amazing. And if white just used something different joseki, even this is gonna be good for black. If white stretch and when we push, now this is pressing this white. White is supposed to defend one more time. Then now the upper side is really amazing. So those are good enough. And if you really want to press this group, then sometimes you can even think about to invade to 3-3 as well. White has to play here. We don't have to play the normal joseki. Now you can just push here one time. And when he answer, then hane and connect. Most of the time, this is not gonna be good for black. Make sure if you do not have any friend, white is gonna be very thick. Always this is not gonna be good. But now you had two more friends, so now you can press here one time. When he answer, then you can even ask, and something like this. You save. You can bother this group and then try to get the upper side and corner as well. I don't mean this is horribly bad for white, but just this is one kind of tactics. So now you saw that the main reason is this black is staying here. That is the reason why we shouldn't just accept here. So in such kind of a situation, we prefer to attach here. Let's check out the reason. Normally we prefer to play the upper hane. Then white can just stretch. Then what you can get is sente. When he answered, then you can just jump. Then your corner is very, very good. This is a reason why we can play. Make sure it has to be a little bit concentrated for black. In such kind of a situation, we are using it. For example, this one stone is like much far away. And then your touch can make black to be very, very good. And such kind of situation, you just have to wait and looking for the invasion in the future. So now it depends on situation. When we are using this move, and make sure it has to make a little bit concentrate for black. So even black has another answer. Black can think about the lower hane. So black can basically think those way. And we have to prepare those way. And now even white has two answers. One is just stretch and one is hane. Let's check out the stretch first. And if we stretch, if black just ignore, this hane is gonna be very, very happy for black. So for white. So normally black is supposed to stretch here. And even now you will think quite difficult to judge. If you just block here, black is not gonna answer. So white is not really happy. Of course, white can save, but just a little bit concentrated now. Something like this. Then now, if you just jump here, then even this push is gonna be sending. So maybe you may have to play here, but even I can just keep bother white group, so it's not really happy. Then what does white have to do now? White has to kick this one stone. And then when he answer, and then you can just go back to defense. And in this situation, white is thick enough, so you don't have to be worried him to get into 3-3. You can just try to catch him with a stretch. So now this is good enough for white too. Then now what can black do that? Black can think about push here. And white has to Hane one time. This is what we are getting. And now it's quite difficult to answer. It depends on situation. If your ladder is working, now I can recommend you to play this one. The ladder meaning is this ladder means this one. But how about now? Now ladder doesn't work. Now ladder doesn't work. But if ladder is working, this is quite good tactics. You can take care of your corner. Even though he cut here, when he just goes away, then you can just use the... Actually, there are a few methods. You can even go out to the center, something like this. This is good enough for white. And even you can just try to attach here. And when he answer, then you can make some tetsuji. Yeah. So now this is not really painful for white. But now ladder is not working. Then maybe white can use some different method. Much better. Anyway, I can tell you, if you decide to play the A, then after this you should have a plan. You have to think about it, and which means you have to read for this cutting point. Because somehow strategy is not really good idea, because now invasion is very good for black. Yeah. And then and then I can recommend you another one. B. Hane is a quite common pattern. Maybe in this situation, I'm not sure this is the best or not. But most of the time you can think it's possible to play. Which means when he cut, and then he can't connect here. This is horribly bad exchange for black. So now black has to just capture this one stone, and then white has a two method. It depends on situation as well. If white ladder is working and even this area is quite valuable, then you can play like this. And black is gonna capture, the white has to capture. But in this situation, I don't really recommend you to play like this. Corner is really big, and even we can't really bother this group. So if this is not working, then most of the time we play like this. Black has to capture. Then even now white has two choices. White can just try to get the influence and try to beat this one stone and make the fighting. This is also possible. And then which means white is pressing the black down. This one stone is also not really valuable compared to other position. So that is the reason why we can play. If you hate this position, then you can even Atari, and then you can defense here. This kind of defense is not really good. Black can steer white base. So if you want to defense, you have to play at the 3-3. And then black will play something like this. So those are also possible. But most of the time I can say the reason why white used this way is white wants to pincer this one stone, which means white wants to give up the corner. That is the most of the time the white is playing, the reason. Yeah. So, because just now, I made some situation with not really naturally. So now, just now, this ladder didn't work. But this ladder is working. I can say this is quite good for white. So now, it depends on situation. In this kind of situation, how should I play with this condition? If I am white, maybe I think about I will stretch here. And after that, if white doesn't have a method to defense here, now it's quite difficult to judge. Then which means now this is not really gonna be really available to play because white can't play the stretch. So I can recommend you to play the B with this condition. Yeah, maybe this can be better for white. And up to you. If you want to defend, you can play here. If you want to attack, then you can play here. Yeah, those are available. Yeah, this is available. Yeah. So, but main point is not about just only this situation. Just I want to tell you how you can make black to become concentrated in this area. How you can make efficient move with this attachment. Yeah. So, okay. Sorry about that. I couldn't tell you perfect answer with this condition. Yeah, just I can recommend you to play double hane. Yeah, and when you attach here, then basically you have to read this variation first, whether this is suitable or not. And another variation is the double hane, and then cut. And you should think right now whether you are going to capture this one stone and beat this area, or you can just have a sacrifice this one stone and then try to handle this influence. You have to decide before you play. Yeah. So today we studied some high quality tactics with this attachment. Even though not the same shape, sometimes it's gonna be happen. So now what you have to understand is how you can make opponent to concentrate, how you can make your group become quite efficient. Yeah. Okay. Did you enjoy this video? Then I'm gonna prepare more interesting video next time. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please subscribe and like my channel and press the bell as well. Bye bye.